Okie dokie. Smokey. We're back. Justin Carter and Anthony BeastMode, CowBoy Code. And, you know, trigger warning if iconography is your downfall. As always, everything we say is, for entertainment purposes only. If you're offended, I apologize. I can't help what people feel out there. And I'm a little really prepared to not care. But at the same time, I know what platform I'm starting out targeting this for, so I'll be honest. I really didn't care. It'd be like the link down below to Over Rumble, where we did the other Anthony Beast Mode song. I'd go check that one out. Oh wait, I failed because I've actually been in the lounge watching the news because we're in a lot of turmoil in the news cycle. Anybody notice that? I wonder why that is. Oh, because everything that was so bad that made everybody need a tissue, turns out we were actually allowed to say that stuff. That it's all about protecting what people want to say, not what people want to hear. And Angie and I both have been very clear. Um, I have nothing but love and goodwill to everybody, but I'm able to open mindedly look at a lot of sides of the fence, and I only can draw from my personal experience, so certain iconography doesn't do anything for me. If it's your trigger, I honestly feel for you. I have people in my family who I know I love with all my heart have the problem with the statues. So I get it. And I'm not saying anything about your position. I'm just saying the rebel flag. I grew up on Dukes of Hazard. It meant I see that. You want to know what I think more of Daisy Duke shorts than I think of all the other stuff they tell me I'm supposed to think of. And that was just one stupid TV show. But I wasn't raised down there, so it's all different, and I get it. So I acknowledge. Now we move on. You know what it is? I have a lot of viewers from all over the place. I'm not trying to offend any one of them. But for the handful of them that haven't figured it out, I obviously am kind of outspoken, and that's gets to keep going, obviously, because right now we're on the cusp of maybe a massive realization that the crybabies of society weren't ever the majority. It's that silent group that doesn't open their mouth ever. They're the majority. They just mind their own business. They live their lives, and I can respect that. So I'm not even asking for you to chime in, but I know you exist, and I will let you know and promise you. I can make one promise, even though it's still that. But my entertainment based promise is this: um, from what I could see, uh, a lot of your fears will start being spoke about very soon. Uh, there's people standing up everywhere. I think you know it. So I'm sorry to go on and on and on, but it's been a productive morning. Technically, it's not morning no more. We just got done with brunch from you. I got to get ahead, so I got to work ahead. I just do. We're big changes coming soon. Maybe by Monday. Not big changes, but there are things that change, and we're going to keep trying to grow. So let's hold on. Let's strap in. Smoke them if you got them. The train kept it royal, the bus kept it rolling. It's so perfect.
fucked up, so
Sorry. Bad sound.
Hey, Justin. Let's tell him how we came up.
tell you what I believe. Last out.
Into the beast mode.
Ain't no man
Yeah.
but God.
Yeah.
See, you better play nice, reap what you sow. Better think twice before you steal that gold. The devil's hand strong, but he'll never fold. Yeah, leave you fucked up, so the good book told.
Yeah.
Stand up, fight, got blood on my soul. Real life shit, don't do it for show. Hard times, something you wouldn't know. Yeah, struggle's real when the corn don't grow. Get your ass up when the rooster crows. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, do what you're told. Fall down, get your ass right back up out the mud, never fold. That's cowboy code. That's cowboy code. That's cowboy code. Mama in the kitchen, daddy on load. Brother in prison, no chance of parole. Even got an uncle sitting on death row. Dog in the back, yeah, to hunt you a ghost. Tread on me, hit a shotgun blow. Leave you a hole.
Yeah, let me go back because I unfortunately, that's why I don't pull no punches a lot of days because I can relate to that. Now it's friends, not family. But I unfortunately know too many people doing life bits.
Even got an uncle sitting on death row. Dog in the back, yeah, to hunt you a ghost. Tread on me, hit a shotgun blow. Leave you a hole that no doc can sew. Billy the Kid, yeah, shoot like a pro. Hating on me, God bless your soul. Get your ass up when the rooster crows. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, do what you're told. Fall down, get your ass right back up out the mud, never fold. That's cowboy code.
It's very cool. I like it. Strong. Sounds like a cowboy and real man code. Because I think I got the comparison. So then the cowboy is kind of against my trapper fur trader up here in a way. Or one of those that you ever wonder where there's a town, 100 miles in the middle of nowhere and there's a little town? Because those pioneering spirited souls said, we going in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but I'm trying to, because a lot of these principles, language aside, the principles seem like they transcend the South.
Ass right back up out the mud, never fold. Your soul. Get your ass up when the rooster crows. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, do what you're told.
Yeah, get your ass up when the rooster crows. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Do what you're told. Now, they draw the line at immoral orders, but yeah. And then I know I was served better. Here, I learned about hardcore dirty blues from the 20s and 30s today, right? And do you know why that I just learned about that at 52? Because the time it was created, it appears what we don't acknowledge is that it was certainly permissible to make. It just wasn't permissible for everyone to talk about. So then I wonder because we know how much horrific activity was kept in the closet through social norms. But at the same time, how much liberating and freeing activity was kept behind closed doors because of social norms. And at the same time, same other side of that coin, didn't the social norms help us not in hiding certain atrocities is certainly wrong. I would never advocate for that. But putting on a more friendly's not the polite front to each other in society was able to keep a lot of crazy stuff hidden And it appears, if I had to take a guess right now, that a lot of crazy activity should have just stayed non-criminalized, but not out in the open. I mean, certain things just shouldn't be coming mainstream. They just don't exist in a mainstream narrative. But so yeah, no. But these traditional values right there, I can get behind all that.
Yes, you like pro. Hating on me, God bless your soul. Get your ass up when the rooster crows. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, do what you're told. Fall down, get your ass right back up.
Fall down, get your ass right back up.
Out the mud, never fold. That's cowboy.
Get out of the mud, never fold. Yeah, no, okay, we'll finish it up. But I just want you. Yeah, I'm checking it out. It's good. I like it. But I'd say that's stand-up man code. Or woman. Stand up. A lot of it sounds natural lawish to me, but I don't, we're not there yet. I don't try to harp on all that. But it sounds like the things you need to do if you lived out there in the woods alone. And unfortunately, ending up trying to fend for yourself is a possibility. So maybe you have to have a skill set and some code that would allow you to do that.
That's cowboy code. That's cowboy code.
Take a look in my eyes. You see the struggle I hide. Or maybe you're too caught up in rumors and spreading lies. I've been living my whole life in poverty, do or die. Daddy taught me swallow blood before I ever swallow pride. My name is all I got. Legacy is all I have. A dirty little poor kid always caught up doing bad. Oh, you mad? You quick to judge me. Who asked you? Not perfect by any means, but I've been doing what I have to. My mama cooking miracles, making scraps in the meals. Eating water with cereal, try to balance our bills. Pay the electric or the water, food or the rent. Which one can we go without? Decisions that make you sick. Water on the stove to heat the bath in the tub. Daddy working overtime, thanking God he came back to us. Cause he could've left. So many dads leave quick. Instead he looked me in my eyes and say, son, remember this.
Let's go. Get your ass up when the rooster crows. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, do what you're told. Fall down, get your ass right back up. Out the mud, never fold. That's cowboy code.
Yeah, so we're not cowboys at all. But I mean, yesterday, a couple people, some bus riders, I had to go take care of some business yesterday with my dad, do some chores. And then other people were like, hey, how's Dad doing? And the answer to that is because he's now back to able doing some chores a few times a week and working. He's pretty much where he was when we dropped him off at Florida last year. It was being down there isolating, which had to be hard because he lived around a lot of people down there. Up here, he doesn't live around anybody, but he lives around a lot of work up here and no chores hardly down there. So I think, a working person can understand his problem, and he cured it by being able to get back to work. He's got a couple seasons of work left in him. That's the point. That's why I was so crushed, because he was down after Mom left us, but I could just, she left early. He's not any close. They weren't anywhere close. They had plans. That's probably why he got so crushed, right? But I don't think it was, there's some bad health choices there. But yeah, he's doing good, and it's because of what they're singing about right here. No shit. It's get up. Like, I went to meet him for chores yesterday, and he was already outside with the tractor going, waiting for me. So, I'm never on time, and trust me, I was 10 minutes early. But my dad's the kind of guy to go out and get all the work set up before he gets you up to go do the work. Now, that's something everyone should learn.
That's cowboy code. That's cowboy code. Whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears, man. I'm still here. I'm still in the struggle, man. But I'm coming. Cowboy code. Cowboy code. Cowboy code. Cowboy code. Cowboy code. Cowboy code.
I liked it. That can go up on YouTube. And on top of it, follow the link. There's one on Rumble. It's just a little more aggro, right? I don't believe Here's the thing. I go back full circle and finish it up this way. Why would I start out talking about the rebel flag and the iconography? Because by the end of the song, it's pertinent. Okay? If that's your takeaway, and you can't hear the get up early, work hard, and I'm not talking about for someone else. I'm talking about what if you had a little piece of corn or something that you had to make into something. How would you do that? Well, here it is. Here's the blueprint. You take away all the iconography and all the Southern rhetoric, you have a message that transcends all borders, all languages. Sorry. So here's it is. It's not my trappers. It's not trappers. It's not furriers. It's not pioneers. It's the same group of people since the dawn of time that built all the stuff or farmed for the stuff or bred and worked for the stuff. That's who this code resonates with. If you're the heir to a family fortune that has only been a job creator, maybe your work ethic is a lot different. So, and maybe instead of speaking down to that, unless you're on the World Economic Forum, we're all worthless and you don't know what to do with us, because you can look that up. That's not fake. Unless you're that level, then I don't know why you'd be watching me. I'm obviously not on your side. The rest of us below all that, I guess you just have to analyze what level of work ethic you come from. Like I said, I can't fault a person to the family he's born into. But what I can do is know what I do know is that a solid work ethic, listening to your father, mind and especially if you're being raised with values that do no harm. Do no harm, work hard. That would fix a lot of the planet's problems. But I think that's just too damn easy for most people to realize. And then the problem is, I preach to the choir, right? Most people I'm talking to probably work hard. So then they're like, damn, Rollen, I'm already working hard. We're not talking about that. We're talking about all them people that somehow have a job at the cash register, but they're taking time out of their busy day when other people are struggling. If what we did was show the example, and I hate to do this, I hate to go time machine again, but if the good humor man was still around, we would probably treat each other better. If we treated each other better, all the knowledge we gained over the past how many years would probably be applied better. Now, as always, what do I know? Come on, let's go. We're moving on. Later.